The world is never going to be the same again.
I'm worried about the world.
The mass chaos and crises that there was in the world, it's going to be just like that now.
This is not an accident.
How long is it going to last? Longer than even for those of you that have some cash in the bank, way past your cash reserves.
Out of 100 people, 4 will get the message.
This thing isn't going to be over in a few weeks. This thing isn't going to be over in a few months.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bearable Bull here. And I got this aggressively average content for you today. As ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very honest with all of you. I've been having a bit of a rough go at it over the past couple weeks in my personal life. But that doesn't matter. The reason I'm telling all of you is because, as I've said before, I'll say again, I was bred for this moment in history and I cannot fail. So what I've done to make sure that I execute in this moment in history to perfection is I've outsourced my motivation to someone who I think is the very best in the game and will get me through any ups and downs I experience. Ladies and gentlemen, I've reached out to Coach JV and his Warrior Academy to ensure that I stay focused and I continue to perform at a high level. While I've been having a tough go at life over the past couple weeks, I reached out to Coach and asked him to call me every day at 6 a.m. just so I could get my schedule back in order, as that improves my effectiveness and my ability to work. And I've been feeling like I've been getting better every single day yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying this for any other reason other than to say Coach JV over the past week alone, just with those quick little reminders, has been getting me back on track. And he's the best in the game to maybe get your life back on track if you make that investment in yourself. Please, at the bare minimum, give him a follow, and he might just change your life like he's changing mine. Now, let's continue with some powerful content for the day. As ladies and gentlemen, we've been seeing this crypto bull run exploding. Bitcoin the other day hit $66,000, while Ethereum passed $4,100 again. This confirmed bull market is here, and it's happening right now. We may be correcting a little bit before the final leg up into Q4 2021, into the first couple days and weeks into Q1 2022. This is typically something that happens during crypto bull markets, and I'm going to show this to you from Thinking Crypto. Please give Tony a follow on Twitter. Typically, during crypto bull markets, phase 1 is money flows into Bitcoin, causing the price to rise. Phase 2, money goes to Ethereum and Ether outperforms Bitcoin. Phase 3, large cap coins begin to explode in value. Watch out for coins like Cardano and Solana, especially to perform well. Then, phase 4 is the full-blown altcoin season, and typically, XRP tends to appreciate around phase 4. We are currently in phase 2. We still have plenty of room to grow for all our beautiful alts. And ladies and gentlemen, just the other day, we saw some beautiful price appreciation with more to come. Keep this in your mind as this process is going to continue. Now, before I can get into anything else, I have to say this. We saw a pretty low blow to the community. Jeremy Hogan posted that this case, the resolution is now not until March to May 2022, and that the judge has extended expert discovery to January 2022. There's a 2-month delay with this SEC XRP case. And a lot of people are now asking me, hey Bull, is XRP going to miss it? Is XRP going to miss the bull run? Should we sell now? Should we capitulate? And what I tell them is, Not a chance in hell. Ladies and gentlemen, regardless of any delays in any SEC case, XRP will explode in value due to speculation and FOMO. This is currently a speculative FOMO bull run. XRP recently just hit $2 based on absolutely nothing while we were still getting sued by the SEC. What that should have told all of you is that XRP can still explode even with this lawsuit going on. It will happen again. And our chart analysts are the dudes that are going to be guiding you through this little speculative FOMO cycle that XRP is going to experience. But let me tell this to all of you. This is not the utility bull run. I believe cryptos will explode, but then correct aggressively. Then there will be a moment in time where a utility bull run comes into play. In the title of my video, I state explicitly that I believe 4-year cycles are over. There will not be a 4-year-long bear market. There will be a nasty correction. There will be a nasty market collapse in traditional finance. And they're planting the seeds to let all of you know now. After years of being squeaky clean, the Federal Reserve is surrounded by controversy. A quote, ethical dilemma. Reports in recent days indicate that Fed officials have been trading stocks and bonds that could be influenced at least indirectly by their decisions. That's very interesting. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the Federal Reserve, the chair Jerome Powell sold between $1 to $5 million worth of stock from his personal account on October 1st, 2020. The Dow dropped nearly 6% over the course of October 2020. An ethical dilemma quote in the Federal Reserve. Of course we knew that. The Federal Reserve is the biggest Ponzi scheme humanity has ever seen. The biggest Ponzi scheme that 99.9% of society hasn't woken up to yet. What I need to let all of you know is they're going to crash this market due to ethics, due to the Fed, but we know the real reason is to bring on this new system. XRP, Stellar, Quant, Algo, Hedera, many others are the solutions. We are invested in the solutions to multi-trillion-dollar problems. This is the moment in history it gets adopted. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. And we're going to get into plenty of reasons why. But first, I do want to say one thing. 2 days ago, I had an interview with the Propy CEO. And yesterday, the Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, just came out and endorsed Propy and their technology. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but that's pretty perfect timing. And I believe the perfect storm for that coin, real estate and crypto, is happening now. Please take a look at Brad Garlinghouse's endorsement and be reminded that the bull does not show nonsense. I tell you about innovative tech and projects before they're mainstream. And that's where the real bank money is made. Please take a listen.
Settlement of transactions for the real estate industry to me are like the costs involved, the title insurance, like it's crazy how much it costs. There's a very cool company called Propy, which is relatively small right now, trying to basically tokenize real estate transactions. So if you own a home, you own an apartment, you own hypothetically a building, and you can even fractionalize the building ownership. It's just an area that I find super interesting. The amount of friction where it hasn't kept up with the efficiencies of technology, I think, is an interesting one. And I use that example because it's not one that Ripple's likely to go work on. There are a whole bunch of things. If the magic and novelty of a blockchain is to allow two parties to transact with certainty, but without trust, you don't have to have the trust. Now, today, we commute trust through a central counterparty. And that central counterparty in correspondent banking is that correspondent bank, and that's for cross-border payments. And Ripple's focus there. But, if you're in the real estate industry, there's a central counterparty that commutes trust of a transaction. You buy title insurance and all these things. I think any industry that has a consequential central counterparty that's extracting tolls and slowing transactions down is at risk from how blockchain technologies can impact those industries.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you listen to Brad Garlinghouse closely. Utility cryptos will be the cryptos that explode in value into the future and beyond. And El Toro Loco is in fact a utility maximalist. Ladies and gentlemen, what we see here is a bull run cycle that's going to continue into most likely end of December and mid-January. This is the time frame where we speculate this bull run will end. I'm banking on the first week of January taking massive profits. However, I think a massive 70% crash will occur in the crypto market after this speculative FOMO bull run takes us to about $5 trillion. I think this bull run could take us to $5 trillion in total market cap. We can collapse immediately. Could be Tether, could be Evergrande, could be the stock market, could be regulation. All of the above to create the perfect cataclysmic crypto storm. And I just recently came across a nasty treasury document that I've been sifting through and reading. And I will be creating a video on a couple various factors and risks to crypto that we have to take into account. Remember, I'm more bullish than all of you. We will have this bull run, but we have to prepare for the nasty 70+% correction, because while it may be scary to retail investors, it will be an opportunity, because utility is not truly here yet. It's beginning to ramp up for some networks. But right here and right here is what I speculate this and this will become. But we still got this massive parabolic run left if we're basing things off of history in 2017, 2018. I don't believe in a 4-year cycle. There will not be a 4-year long bear market. The speed of innovation and adoption of new technologies grows exponentially over time, and we're at the point where celebrities, sports stars, massive people are getting in now. Institutional adoption is happening now. The crypto adoption curve is here. QR codes have primed the subconscious minds of the masses. Digital payments and fast transactions is a must. Not only that, we have the financial crisis as the reason to bring on the new system. We believe that all these utility cryptos are a solution to a multi-trillion-dollar problem, and I believe, like many of you do, these cryptos will be brought in to reset, quote unquote, the new system, revamp it, because it's about to collapse. The opportunity at play here is profound. And guys, all that's left now is preparing monstrous exit strategies. Take aggressive profits. Make sure you can improve your personal life and plan for the long term as well. There needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance. Only you know your financial situation and how to improve it. Keep all of these principles in mind. And now, guys, let me pivot your attention to a powerful opportunity in the crypto space right now. I told all of you I recently proposed to my long-term partner, Hedera Hashgraph. And now let me show you one of the massive reasons why.
The company just raised another $20 million yesterday. Also in Jordan Freed's business, the platform called Immutable Holdings. He owns NFT.com. He's setting up profiles for most of the S&P 500 brands. I'm working with him on the watch industry, for example. I own a piece of that company too.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it was said pretty quickly, but just in case you missed it, let's review. Thank you, MC, for putting this across my screen. As ladies and gentlemen, Kevin O'Leary owns a third of Immutable Holdings, Jordan Freed's company. Jordan Freed being a member of Hedera Hashgraph. Kevin O'Leary stated that most of the S&P 500 brands are getting profiles on NFT.com that will be fueled by Hedera Hashgraph. Hedera will be where NFT.com is hosted on top of. Hedera has had more transactions than Ethereum and plenty of other major coins combined. And this, I believe, is within a 1-year period, give or take. That cannot go unnoticed. That is profound growth. And if you don't get it by now, you just ain't getting it. My H-Barbarians will rise. And those of you that got left behind, you won't even be able to imagine the regret you'll feel. Get on board now, before it's too late. Now guys, with all that being said, we discussed Hedera, Propy a little bit in this video, as well as what I believe will happen to the crypto market. But it's important to look at what's going on with news, facts, information, documents, what's coming out of the minds of people, and also look at the charts. Me personally, I'm not a chart expert, but we have a community filled with them. Blockchain Backer being one of the best, and this is something that he's looking towards as an indicator of what's about to come. He stated Bitcoin just closed a weekly candle, the highest in history, after being bullish all these years and never wavering on being bullish through all of May, June, July, August, September, and October. Here is how he imagines the ending for Bitcoin and altcoin mania beginning. He thinks we could go up to around maybe $75,000 for Bitcoin. I happen to believe we could see a little bit more of an upward push towards a 100K mark, but regardless, this is great. And what tends to happen is that after Bitcoin finishes its run up, that's when we see a rotation for altcoin season. I agree with this 100%. The price for Bitcoin is up in the air and we have to see how high that thing could go. Understand the higher Bitcoin goes, the better it will be for altcoins when it's all said and done. That is a higher market cap for Bitcoin and more money flowing through the crypto space, meaning our alts could experience more aggressive multipliers. I have to say this and listen clearly. I am an aggressive altcoin investor and I've always been able to pinpoint high quality, high ROI cryptos at low entry points that outperform the rest of the market. That is my specialty, that is what I do, and that is what is about to happen for all of you, especially those in my mentorship program. Now, ladies and gentlemen, with this altcoin mania, I think we will see 5, 10, maybe 20 plus X returns from a lot of our favorite coins. And that will be special, that will be powerful, and money will be made like never before. What you need to keep in mind, I'm looking to cash out a mass lump sum the first week of January. A lot of people say, oh, bull, isn't that risky? You can't guarantee that in January the bull run will still be going. What I will say is, from now all the way up to December, I will be taking my gradual profit taking strategy, shaving a little off the top as we go up. That has to be done to protect myself from market conditions and volatility. However, the vast majority of my profits will be taken within the first couple days of January. And there's a powerful reason why. The reason is because it defers taxes into 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll be profits that have been taken for 2022 and taxes we don't have to pay. until April 2023. 16 months of power moves we can make with that money is profound, especially considering that I believe we will see a 70% correction roughly to the entire crypto space. I don't believe it will be a 4-year bear market, but I do believe in that nasty correction. I do believe it will come, and that'll be an opportunity to buy the damn dip. A lot of people ask me, hey Bull, do you think it's over for XRP? Do you think it'll miss the bull run? I don't think so at all. Any given moment, despite how unlikely it sounds, we could get a settlement. I'm getting conflicting information saying, oh, Ripple, they could settle within a couple weeks, and oh, Ripple's preparing for trial. Anything can happen. This delay, this 2-month delay, is something to factor in. But regardless, the speculative FOMO XRP bull run and a minimum $10 price, in my opinion, is going to arrive. Profits will be taken and lives will change. What we have to understand is XRP is the only crypto on the planet going through this specific moment through SEC regulations and this lawsuit right now, because it will be the first to be given full-blown clarity and have full-blown utility and adoption. The Ripple test will be legendary. Millionaires and potentially billionaires will be made. And I think a utility run, an altcoin super cycle for the high quality coins will happen for the special ones. That's what I'm banking on. And that's what I think will play out. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cap off this video for today with this powerful interview with the Ripple CEO on Fox, letting all of you know XRP and Ripple, we will not settle if that means XRP is deemed a security. Ripple's going for the win. Ripple will win. And the only question is when we'll be given the green light. This is the Bearable Bull here, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
Will there be an XRP ETF? Well, look, I think it's a really important question, maybe less so specific to your exact answer, right, which I promise not to dodge. But why is the SEC picking winners and losers? Yeah. Why is a government entity deciding this is a winning one, which, by the way, happens to be have, some pros and cons, massive power consumption, which isn't great for a climate agenda that Gary Gensler cares a lot about, but being silent about other things. And then, one of the challenges right now is Gary Gensler, who's been asked specifically about ETH, hasn't commented. But if it's so clear, if the laws are so clear, and he's asked a specific question, then just answer the question because it's clear.
Hey, Liz, I also asked him about XRP. Would he ever settle? He said, no way. He might settle, but it can't be XRP declared a security, and that is a no-go. So he's going to fight this thing. If the SEC wants to declare XRP a security, they won't operate in the U.S. Back to you.
I get 24 hours a day just like Bill Gates. I get 24 hours a day just like Beyonce and Jay-Z. You get 24 hours a day, ladies and gentlemen. What do you do with your 24 hours? You need to get more information. In our coaching program, all we do is drop content nonstop. And people are like, wow, I didn't know that. Wow, I didn't know that. See, you don't even know what you don't know. How did you let me come from behind and clip you? Do you guys know the studies show the better we look, the more money we make? Which means your website should pass the eyeball test. Your truck should pass the eyeball test. Your people should pass the eyeball test. You should pass the eyeball test. Everybody in this room has a promised land somewhere, but you can't be stuck on the city you like. You got to hear God and go to your promised land. Your promised land might be Utah. Your promised land might be Minnesota. Your promised land might be Wyoming. Hear me clearly. You better use your money to get information and access, and you better be flexible because a real shark is flexible. Can we stop fronting and get real about this thing? And if I can do it, you can do it. I knew nothing about life. I knew nothing about business, but I had the right mindset, and I learned it through sports. And y'all got to hear my story so you understand. I didn't even start on my college basketball team. I came off the bench. At the University of Minnesota, I came off the bench. But in my mind, you can bring me off the bench, but I'm an NBA ball player when you get through talking. When you get through, I'm an NBA ball player. And that's why I would walk around and say, you can't check me. You can't check me. You can't check me. If I was you, I would walk around every day and say, I'm a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. I declare it right now. I'm worth millions. I'm worth millions. I will receive my salary right now, but I won't accept it as my value. So whatever you receive right now, receive it, but don't you accept it as your value. Because there's more out here for you if you change your mindset.